What's going on, everybody? It's Falchion with you once again, and once again we are going racing. Well, I'm not going racing, but you know what I mean. We are here with a new league, new faces, a couple of old faces, or names I should say, not faces. I don't know what anybody looks like, to be honest with you. Excuse me. I have a little bit of a cold. But I want to welcome you to Race 1, Season 1, here in Renegade Championship Racing, RCR, for those of you not in the know. And, yeah, this is me trying to get used to things again, so you'll have to bear with me as I try to find my footing, just like these drivers are going to be trying to find their footing. Again, this is Season 1. I imagine some of these drivers have driven together before. Like I said, a couple of names on the list that I know here. WebZ, I'm Mr. DJ CJ, and that's it. But I know those guys have raced together before, and I imagine some of these other guys have raced with them as well. As at the moment we're checking out Eclipse PR. Probably just gonna go with Eclipse on it with him. As I try and figure out everybody's names as well. We've got a few drivers in their outlaps right now. The grid is pretty stacked at 16 drivers. I believe more were expected, but you know how it is. People come and go. That's not what I'm trying to say. People get nervous, forget, things come up in real life, this, that, and the other, what have you. So, nonetheless, 16 driver grid, really good. And I'm excited to see this. We are at Suzuka here in Japan, so konnichiwa. And this is actually, I don't know why I'm getting these stutters like this. That's kind of worrisome. This is actually a good place to start off a good first race, because going down into turn 1 here at Suzuka, you have 3 good drivers with really good racecraft and a lot of respect. I mean, and it has to be a lot of respect. You can actually go 3 wide into turn 1 and come out of that everybody unscathed. I don't know why it is popping up that I'm talking. Hopefully they have me muted though. And I'll have to work that out. On board with David Gonzalez 9. We'll just call him David. We'll call him David. Let's get a point of view from him as he is on his first hot lap. Interested to see who the fast drivers are. I feel like I'm gonna know after that turn 1 on the first lap, because the fast drivers aren't gonna have to do anything foolish. You know you're fast. You know that there's 27 laps. You know that you'll be able to get anybody that might slip past you later on in the race. The frightening thing is going to be those drivers that don't feel in their soul that they're really fast, right? Because they have to make the crazy moves. They have to make the foolish moves. They have to live a little bit beyond the envelope, or push a little bit beyond the envelope to hopefully get out in front fast and then hopefully run away from there. So Eclipse, after the first lap with a 127.4, Lex 990 with a 27.4 as well, 4.2. Jack Mack 127.4. Owen 128.4. Man, right here, David. Sorry, I don't know. We'll figure it out. With a 128.48. Excuse me, 128.64. Owen has the 128.48. TTV, Jack FPS. Okay, we have 2 Jacks, so we're going to have to. TTV, 128.6. I'm going to call you Led because the PZY is confusing. I'm just playing, but Led's with a 129.5. Let's get somebody else going here. I'm trying to. You guys have to forgive me. I'm really trying to get back into the swing of things here. Maluku. Sounds Hawaiian, possibly. That's cool. Running a 129.5. Tyler, 129.9. Then 130. And no time for anyone else yet. As Eclipse is back on another outlap. We'll ride on board with him for a bit. See how he's working these corners here. This car is really planted, especially with these yellow sidewall tires. Just another outlet. Really hard on the limiter through that last thing. He has got his AlphaTauri just planted. This thing is more like a bullet train. That's a little upsetting. I know. It wasn't like this huge interference, but just a car being out there in front of you, doing your fast lap, it's always a little off-putting. You know, nothing wrong with what happened there, but it's always just a little off-putting. It's always going to slow you down a little bit. Volume down. Yes, sir. What do you think for letting me know that? Excuse me for this, guys. Let me get the game volume down here. See how this is. Hopefully that's better. But if not, please let me know. Trying to remember these controls. That's not what I did. On board with Lex now in his Williams. Running the soft tire. His first fast lap being a 127.423. Not far off of clips at all. As he starts another. Oh, that was a fast lap. I thought it said it was an out lap for him. Maybe I was looking at the wrong person at the end there. Jumps to P1, provisional pole with a 127.3. The first person down into the threes. Jack Mack jumps up to a 127.2. Very fast, very fast. Pulls off to the side. I'm Mr. DJ CJ. We're just going to call him CJ or DJ. Tends to be one or the other at different times. Sitting on a 127.4 right now on his new out lap. Wearing a set of the soft boots. Trying to get up there with his teammate. And here he goes. Already you see another driver coming out of the pits in front of him. Just kind of depending on where he catches this driver. He might be able to make a good use of the slipstream and pass on a relatively short straight. That's not bad. That's not bad. Good respect there from that driver, whomever that was. Eclipse with a 127.185. These drivers now looking to drop down into the 126s if they want a chance at pole. 3 minutes 40 seconds to go. CJ jumping up to P3 just behind his teammate with a 127.28. Pizza Slayer, I'm going to assume that one is a nine for you. Pizza Slayer on a fast lap right now. Looking to see what he can do with this Aston. I don't feel like he got the pull that he really wanted to get out of that, out of the end of that chicane. Sitting at a 129.3. Jumping in the car with Tyler now. Turned in a little early there. That's going to hurt. That is going to hurt as he takes to the pit lane. Red and Daniel here needing to put times on board with Dredd. As he has a Ferrari off the track there. Ferrari waits for him to go by. Great respect. Great racecraft. Not to just jet back onto the track. Daniel actually did put in a time of a 127.472, jumping up into P5. Dredd losing the tail, the just most inopportune moment. That is really unfortunate. Let's see who's where. Jack is just starting this final lap. Looking to get Jack Mack, looking to get up into back up into P1. Eclipse in P1 at the moment, sitting in the pits, happy with his 127.1. CJ also in the pits, happy with his 127.28. Lex crosses the line, excuse me, with a 127.317. Not too bad, sitting in P4. Daniel's going to be happy with his 127.472 for P5. Owen, P6 with a 127.728. Webbsy on the fast lap. Let's see what he can do. Webbsy jumping up right behind his teammates at P5 with a 127.334. And then end with a 129.145. That's going to be everybody. So, we're just gonna roll with Jack Mack with a 127.0. Eclipse is P2. I'm not gonna read the times all the times. DJ CJ P3. Lex P4. Webbsy P5. Daniel P6. Owen P7, and I did not get to see the rest of the names, but we will see them on the grid here coming up. This looks like it could be really exciting. Everybody in the end on the soft tires, and I believe I read that there's going to be no formation lap. So we are about to go green. We lost somebody out of the session, but I honestly don't remember seeing that name in the session, so maybe somebody joined late. Hopefully, the sounds are better. Archer saying, "Yeah, no formation lap. There might be a 5 minute break though, so I guess 5 minutes is a good time to go and get yourself a bag of microwave popcorn. That takes about 2 minutes. Ask me how I know. Kind of my favorite snack right now. So what do we? I wish I could see uh, the grid and how it's going to form up right now in this screen, but unfortunately, we can only do what we're going to do. The cars at the front, though, are looking really planted. We did see a driver kind of lose the back end coming out of that final chicane, and that's going to be a danger zone for that very reason, especially if somebody is on your rear wing, kind of taking that air. Um, and extending it over your it's weird extending it over their car, kind of making your rear end a little bit lighter and looser. Go to the race direct. I don't know if my controls are not set up correctly. Oh, here we are. Thank you, Archer. This has been a long time. Oh yeah, Red is there in the Alpine, or Alpine as everybody not in my part of the world pronounces it. So, like I said, only names that I recognize are DJ CJ and Websy um, from other race leagues. Everybody looking really pretty good. The front of the grid is really tightly packed. Uh, the back of the grid a little bit looser, but it looks like there's going to be some good racing all the way through the pack. Again, I'm interested in seeing who does what through turn one. That turn one, like I said, is big enough, right? It has enough width that you can you can fit three cars in there if your drivers are really confident, they're really respectful, have really good racecraft. Um, but do you want to do that? And the answer is probably no, unless you know who you're racing with. You know what those drivers in that turn with you are going to do, and I don't know because I'm new. The relationship these drivers, these particular 16 drivers have with one another. Again, I know CJ and Websy have a relationship from that goes back. I don't know, maybe 5 years, maybe a little less, but somewhere around there. So but I don't know if like they have been racing with these other drivers since the last time I saw them race. I guess is basically what it comes down to. Um, Trying to get an idea here of what we've got going on. A lot of guys packed up with their teammates. Did I miss the start? Really? Did I really just miss the start? And I have no sound. There we go. My apologies, guys. I thought I would get something on screen that would have been that would have let me know that the race was about to start, but I did not. And so Jack and his teammate DJ CJ are 1 and 2 respectively. Then Eclipse, and then from Eclipse, Websy and his teammate Alix in 4th and 5th. In the Williams together, Owen is with his teammate Daniel 6th and 7th. TTV and David 8 and 9, both in the Ferrari. Then things get a little bit broken up as Owen is falling through the pack. Normally I kind of like to start in the middle of the grid here to kind of watch the start, but yeah, I got caught slipping on that one. L3D in the pits already with a new nose. Looking at the possible strategies, it's probably going to be a one stop. I can't imagine, as Pizza Slayer is retired already. Never a thing you want to see. We've got a caution, and driver is just going super slow. Let's jump on board with Jack to see. Man, I feel so incredibly out of practice, and I almost feel like I'm just now noticing how loud the game is in my headset. Jack looking for that safety car. Okay, safety cars got him. Lex hit his teammate. Incurred a 5-second penalty. That's unfortunate. You never want to see that. Hopefully both the cars are all right, although from here, yeah, Lex's wing is gone. He's definitely going to need to pit. Luckily for him, if you want to say that, all that's going to happen is he's going to drop directly to the back of the pack. Maybe even not that far, as Leds is good 17 seconds behind. So Lex may be able to slip in between him and Daniel. Keep hitting buttons by mistake. Let's this is what I'm looking for. Get a little bit more information going here for you. Tires, that's what I'm looking for. So wow, a really pretty huge mix of compounds here. So Jack in the lead with running the mediums. His teammate just behind him on the soft, and then Eclipse mediums. Websy has decided to go with the hards. Websy looking to run really deep into this race. Then we've got medium, soft, medium, soft, medium, 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 soft. Daniel is the next person to be running the hards down in P13. And Lex not able to jump. Led's in the pit. I mean, coming out of the pits. And P15 has decided to bolt on a set of the hards as well. How it's looking a bit overcast. So what's it going to take to get heat into these tires, first of all? And that may be me talking because I'm freezing cold right now. But what's it going to take to get heat into the hard tires as the race is about to go green again? Let's jump on board with the clips and get this kind of bird's eye view and see what everybody can do. CJ, if he can get a really good jump right here, can be really, really powerful. He's too far back though. If he could have gotten a really good jump on that restart, he could have been really powerful through this section of the track over his teammate. But unfortunately, he was just a bit too far back. Websy is the number one guy on the hards, and I'm curious how to see how these hards are going to work for him, as there is a little bit of a separation between him and Eclipse. But the real test is going to be through this back straight coming up here. But I can't. Wow, my brain is gone. 430R, is that what it is? And here he goes, and then down the front straight as well. The question is if he can latch on through these turns. Unfortunately, the answer to that is no, although he did have a fast lap for a second. And then this is where everybody in front of him and a bunch of guys behind him are going to be a bit stronger, or the tires are going to be a bit stronger, at least for a few more laps. Jumping on with TTV right now, as Websy goes for a big attack. Wow, and brings the TTV along with him. That was nice. Websy told me to just shut up about the tires, let him drive. My bad, Websy. Let me shut up for 30 seconds and let you drive. Sorry, Websy, I'm going to have to talk. We just lost Daniel Rose, unfortunately. And another safety car is out. That's 3 drivers that we've lost so far. But the fighting is going on up here in front, as DJ CJ is into the pits. What is he going to slap onto his car? Jack also in the pits. DJ onto the mediums. Can he make the mediums last for 20 laps? 20 laps here. The day looks cool. So I don't imagine heat's going to be an issue. But I never felt like Suzuka was the friendliest track on tires. So 20 laps. I think he's gonna have to pit again. And I think the driver to watch, to know for sure, is gonna be Websy on these hard tires. What does Websy? How far can Websy push them? Will give you an idea of how far. And it's not just CJ either. I don't stop hitting the wrong buttons. So Jack just jumped onto the hard tires, the hard set of the tires. Again, CJ is on a set of the mediums. Excuse me, my dog is doing something that she shouldn't be doing, and I don't want to yell at her. pardon me, Maluku, also on a brand new set of the hard tires, as well as David Gonzalez. Tyler jumps onto a new set of the mediums and then decides to jump onto a new set of the softs. That is an interesting choice right now because you know you're going to have to pit again. So I think I would have saved that set of softs to run that set of softs on the last stint, but I don't know. Maybe he has a plan. I guess now would be a good time to try and jump everybody on the hards. If he has another set of the mediums to go on to later on the what I'm gonna assume, I'm assuming the hard guys might be able to push the 19 laps. Up front, Eclipse, Webzy, TTV, Owen, and Red, and Leds. Maybe Leeds. Safety car is in this lap. Let's jump here to around the middle of the pack, back out, and see how this pans out. It's the Webzy strategy that has me the most curious right now. How deep can he go with those hard tires? As we are back racing. CJ and Lex getting really racy together back there. Wrong way. Reds just lost a lot of positions. I'm not sure why. I caught it just as people were passing him. Yellow showing. The clip's getting really loose. CJ putting Ledza in his rear view. Looking to jump onto Lex. Webzy up in P1. And gapping. These hard tires look like they're starting to come into their own. And he definitely should be able to stay out longer than the likes of TTV. Jack here is going to be able to run really deep. Owen. As CJ makes the huge pass on Owen. Racing close, but racing respectfully. You gotta love it. CJ, I guess, knowing that he really needs to make these tires, or to work these tires while he can, because again, I think he's gonna have to pit one more time. Psycho taking the 3. A 3-second penalty. And a virtual safety car is out as we lose Tyler. And then there were 12. what's this going to do for what Webzy is just out there. 2.5 seconds clear of TTV on the hard tires, on nine lap old hard tires, TTV on 9 lap old medium tires. And TTV is in under the virtual safety car, as is Owen. Okay, Jack also on the hard tires, same as Webzy, but Jack's tires are only 4 laps old. He's got a long way that he can go on those. DJ CJ back up into P3. Lex with a drive-through penalty for speeding under the virtual safety car as we are back racing. Jack really looking to attack Webzy right now. Is Webzy feeling the pain of those tires, those 10-lap old hard tires? Trying to see. Yeah, Jax is definitely gaining. This is where we'll know. Jack's right on him. Jax is right on him, and if unfortunately, but he's got him. Or does he? Webzy really fighting it. Jack's able to get past. DJ CJ looking to get up there with his teammate. Really does need to make that happen right now. I imagine Webzy's probably going to try and push to go in at the same time as say CJ here. I don't know. I don't think Lexus has served his penalty yet. And then back here from P7 down to P12, all on new sets of tires of differing compounds. TTV on a new set of the hards. Owen on a brand new set of the softs. Eclipse, new set of the hards, and then Maluku, 5-lap old hards. Red, unfortunately, a good 9 seconds behind on a new set of the mediums, and as is Den. We have a caution in sector 1. As CJ spun off. Webzy, it went into the pits. Did he? No. Webzy is still on track. I missed something, unfortunately. Unfortunately, we don't get to watch live replays. That's Codemasters. You would help me out so much if we could implement that into the game. David is all over Leds here. And Webzy looking to pounce on any mistake that may happen as David gets really sideways in that Ferrari. On board with Webzy. He's trying to see what he can do with these 12-year-olds. 12-year-old. Wow, that's some good racing, Websy. 12-lap-old hard tires losing ground to the Ferrari at the moment. Lex in. Let's see what he put on his car. Did he? Oh, he might be serving his drive-through. Yeah, I think that's him serving his drive-through. He didn't change the tires. Okay, so... Oh! They get so cold so fast. Like French fries. Oh my goodness. Eclipse sitting in P9. I'm looking to see him use that great speed that he had during qualifying. Looking to see if he can attack Lex here. Everybody clear of penalties except for Leds. Websy up into P4 and looking to attack David Gonzalez as we get a Sector 2 caution. Websy's right front is not looking good. Unless that's just rubber that he's picked up. But, man, it almost looks like something's just flapping on the edge of that tire. But, driving-wise, he does not seem to be having any problems with these now 14-lap-old tires. I don't know. It's been so long. I feel so out of the loop as far as the tire game right now because I'm starting to wonder, can CJ go all the way on that set of medium tires as he's now in P2. David Gonzalez in P3 trying to hold on in his Ferrari. And then Jack Mack just out there all by himself, feeling kind of lonely. But this is the kind of lonely that you kind of like, right? You kind of like that kind of lonely. Back here on these set of, excuse me, 4-lap-old medium tires, then trying to catch up with Red. Challenge him 11 seconds back. It's got a lot of work to put in. Geek, what's going on, brother? It's been a long time. How you doing, sir? Red's a further 8 seconds back, almost 9 seconds behind Leds, who's on a brand new set of the medium tires, looking to go the rest of the way. Led with a 3-second penalty, multiple warnings. Let me see penalties here. So Led's now with 6 seconds worth of penalties. David really increasing on DJ CJ right now. Only about a second and a half behind, and then a second and a half behind him is Websy. TTV has caught up to Websy, is looking to challenge Hards for hards. TTV thought about it. He thought about it and then thought better of it. What's he going to do? Putting all kinds of pressure on Websy right now. On the younger hard tires. Websy looking really good on the twisty bits for the age of his tires, though. TTV wanting to be up there with his teammate. See if they can make something happen together. They can get up to DJ CJ. It's good to hear, Geek. That's good to hear. Thanks for coming to hang out. Really appreciate it. But this is what Websy sees in his mirrors right now. Websy without DRS. TTV making the DRS work. Now up there with his team. I would. He must have been just outside of DRS range when he went through the detection zone. I feel like Websy should have had DRS as well, but he didn't. Websy's tires 17 laps old. The next closest will be Jack Mack and DJ CJ, as well as David Gonzalez out in front of them with their tires being 11 laps old. Can Websy push these tires for another 10 or so? Is this his first set of tires? Has he pit? That's the question. Stops. No, Websy has not even stopped yet. Websy has not made a stop yet. And that explains a whole lot more. Owen just coming out on brand new set of medium tires, looking to take those to the end for sure. I wanted to check out CJ right now and see how his car is handling. If he is if he's sliding at all. It doesn't look like it. TTV got past his teammate. Probably a good call, that seeing as how TTV is on the younger tires, or on the newer tires from David Gonzalez, his teammate in the other Ferrari. But David does not want to lose touch with his teammate. And Jack, rear end looking a little squirrely there. CJ is in the pits. Websy challenging David Gonzalez. And he gets it. Can he get up there with TTV? and challenge for P1. Websy, the only driver, if I'm not mistaken, that has not stopped. Yeah. Owen catches a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. Got to stay on the track. David does not seem to be able to hold on to Websy. Maluku taking a 3-second penalty. You can see the tire wear starting to wear on these drivers as David Gonzalez, oh no, you could not afford that, takes a 3-second penalty. That's unfortunate for him. But good for Websy. Websy is going to be happy with that. There. So, CJ, 2 stops. Owen, 2 stops. Leds, 2 stops. Aluku, 2 stops. And Den, 2 stops. Websy up front in P2 has not made a stop yet, and TTV has only made 1 stop, and his tires are 10 laps old. Websy's tires are 20 laps old. I don't think Jack is looking to stop again. Or TTV is looking to stop again. Jack Mack now in P1 as those brand new medium tires are working for him. So if you're TTV, are you thinking about stopping again now? Because Jack just passed like that. We know Websy has no choice but to stop it because you have to make 1 stop. David Gonzalez, does he think about stopping now? Again, using Websy as the indicator. Websy is the litmus test. 21 laps on this set of hard tires. Everybody on the hard, that being the case, as CJ takes a 3-second penalty. That being the case, everybody on the hard tires can go to the end. In fact, looking through, everybody should be able to make it on the tires that they have on now, except for Websy and possibly, I think Lexi, what? Shut up. I think Lex can probably even make it on his set of hard tires, even though they're 18 laps old. Does Websy pit now? Riding on board with him. Yes, Websy finally in. I'm expecting him to go for a set of the softs and really push. Softs it is. Where's Websy going to come out? P8. Okay. Let's work this out in our heads here. Websy, brand new set of the soft tires. Can take it to the end. Has a world of grip right now. more grip than anybody. That being said, Jack Mack, barring any mistakes, should be feeling really comfortable on his 3-lap-old medium tires. Happy to go to the end with that. TTV, he's got to be asking himself questions right now. Does he stop? Does he make another stop for a set of soft tires? Because if you're stopping at this point and you have them, you're stopping for soft tires. As Owen goes really wide, Websy not quite able to capitalize on it. DJ CJ, 3-lap-old soft tires. Happy to go to the end with them. Happy to push really hard right now. $20-lap-old hard tires for Lex. You're sitting in P5. I don't think you stop. I don't think anybody else stops now. You don't stop now. This is it. This is it to the end of the race. David Gonzalez, I think he has a 3-second penalty. Let's check that out. Do that. Yeah, 3 seconds. So Eclipse looking to hold that gap. Rolling 13-lap-old. I don't know. I think Eclipse can push. Well, it doesn't matter. Unless, and I don't think he can, but unless Lex can push up to Eclipse, whether Eclipse passes or just stays within that 3-second boundary or grace that David Gonzalez has given through a penalty. But I don't know, man. If you're Eclipse right now, you're seeing that other Ferrari, and that's what you're focused on. As Let's takes another 3-second penalty. He's there. You see him. Your tires are the same age, but he probably doesn't know that. I'm feeling like right now, David Gonzalez is everything to TTV if TTV wants to finish P2. Jack Mack is gone. He's comfortable. He's got the softer tires than everybody behind him. I know other people have softer tires, but they're way back, and there's only a couple of more laps to go. Eclipse is going to get the DRS. There it is. Boom. There he goes. Knocking the Ferrari off the podium. Who can work the 15-lap-old hard tires better? And what is Websy doing? Remember, he's the guy that kind of let everybody know what they could do on their tires. Websy about 3.5 seconds back from DJ CJ. DJ CJ really looking. I don't know why that dropped. There we go. Oh, DJ CJ's got to do it. He has to be able to do it. 22 lap-old tires versus 6-lap-old soft tires at that. He's got to be able to push through. Websy's got to catch up and be able to follow. It is really close now, though. Really close indeed. Jack Mack on the final lap. TTV looks back, and Eclipse with DRS just rolls past. Eclipse with a really good strategy here. It's gonna get him the second step on the podium. David Gonzalez is looking at a total of 5 seconds to TTV. Not looking like it. Lex doing everything he can to hold off DJ CJ, and there he goes. That's the move. Websy needs to do that coming up here, like really soon. Lex trying to fight, though. Lex has not given up. Watching this battle through Websy's eyes. Websy, one last chance. One final bite at the apple here. Took the wider line. They both have DRS. Websy not able to quite do it, but a beautiful race. Really working the hard tires. Lex also really working the hard tires. Congratulations to Jack Mack and P1, your winner. P2, Eclipse, really having a stunning drive. P3 in the Ferrari TTV. David Gonzalez, P4. He had a really good drive as well. Really pushing those tires. Lex, P5, had to come back from a lot of adversity, but got to be happy with that P5. Websy, P6, pushed his hard tires till he could not push them anymore. There's simply nothing more that he could have done by the end of this race. Brilliant driving from everyone. It was good to see. I apologize for my clumsiness. It's been a while. It's been a long while. But looking to get back into the groove. And that was a good race. Again, like I said, all the drivers, I hope you guys all enjoyed it. I look forward to seeing what you guys can do throughout the season. Let me see. I can see what the next race is. The next race is going to be Spielberg at the Red Bull Ring. Let me see here. Jack with P1, P2 Eclipse, P3 TTV, P4 David, P5 Lex, P6 Websy, P7 CJ, P8 Owen, P9 Maluku, P10 Leds, P11 Den, P12 Red, P13 Tyler, P14 Daniel, and for whatever reason I couldn't get over there in time because I wasn't holding my controller. But great race, guys. Next race is on the 14th. Yeah, I don't know how that works out, guys. The 14th is Valentine's Day. I have a feeling some of you guys are going to be in trouble next week. But at any rate, I want to thank everybody for watching. Again, I apologize for being so clumsy. It's been a while. Not really an excuse, but it is my excuse. Hopefully, we will see you next week at the Red Bull Ring. That's a really fast track. Can be tight, especially at turn two. Maybe it's considered turn three. I would call it turn two. Um, so we will see uh, what goes down next week. Um, I'm interested to see Webzy's strategy for next week because the hard tire strategy, I feel like should have been able to work for him. Um, but maybe a little too long. Um, but I see what he was going for. He definitely wanted to be able to make it to the end on a set of softs. Um, but yeah, I kind of feel like I'm rambling at this point, so I'm gonna go ahead and take off. I want to once again thank everybody for joining, for viewing and racing and doing all of the things that everybody does. And for the guy that's for the drivers over at the RCR, really appreciate it, and we will see you next week. Until next time, this has been Falchion. You know me. I'm Ghost. Two fingers is peace. Later.